What's up guys, my name is James James and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So today I'm going to be showing off two of my best cannons. Like I said, I don't always make these. I sometimes find some and make adjustments, but before I show you them, I'm going to quickly go to a previous video, this one over here. That one blew up in my face when I was trying to do some testing. This one here, and I'm going to show you an adjustment you can make that I didn't really catch the first time. So let's just quickly do this. This won't take long at all. Like I said, I usually find adjustments for the TNT cannons I find online. So here's what you gotta do. You put a stone over there, put a dispenser, this is what the 1.5 update is, and a dispenser can now face down. So now this is gonna give the cannon more power. All you have to do is just load this baby up. So now it has 4 to charge that TNT. So this should have a bit more power. Looks like 1. That's what I kind of messed up in the first video. Said it only uses 2 TNT. Obviously, it used 4, but now it's using 5. But it has more power. So I'll show you that one more time, and then we'll get into the other cannons. I can imagine this might be a long video, but these are kind of complicated cannons. So anyways, let's get started. I'm going to start off with the not so good one. I mean, it's still pretty good, just doesn't have range, which is a bad thing. So this is the worst of it. So this is like the worst condition, not condition. This is the worst state of it. I did do some edits and stuff and found out a few things, but yeah. So we set off these. There we go. Set off these and set off these 4. So it, as you can see, it doesn't have much range, and that was actually pretty bad. Even if it has a little bit more range than that. Let's try this again. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, that's pretty bad range. So now we're gonna go over to it like this. This is a little bit of an adjustment I made. I'm not sure if it does much at all, but what I did is I put a little water. Actually, let's show you how to make this first. I kind of left that out. So I'm gonna make some adjustments going through, but let's just show you how to make this quick. So we need a slab. All right, I'm gonna face it the other way. So you're gonna want to start out with putting 3 slabs down, 1 front. Go to the left or right side, 2 like that. So it's gonna look like that right now. Then you go here, put 2 like that. Then you put a block here and a block button. Water. 3 blocks. Make sure it's 3, not 2. That's 4. So now you're pretty much done. All you have to do is put 2 there, get the one out, and now put a button. Now you have what I have over here. So pretty quick. So yeah, this is an adjustment I found you can make is where you go to the back and you actually put a water source like this. Of course, this will destroy the button, as you can see. So what you're gonna have to do is put a lever, and yeah, so you can put it like this now. Okay, it's still gonna have pretty bad range. And there's a few ways you can fix that, and I'll show you the best in my knowledge. So yeah, you click these. So yeah, it still has pretty lame range. And that's the bad thing about this cannon. You're not gonna be able to get a good range. I mean, sure, if you completely mess with the model, which I might do later, but yeah. So the next thing, do I have the water source here? No, I do not. So let's quickly put this water source. So next thing we're gonna do is elevate it. Now this is one of the ways I actually found it does get a bit better range, even more elevated. This is only like 5 blocks, but if this is elevated good enough, it will have decency range. But this is, I mean, it doesn't consume that much TNT, and it's kind of nice. And one thing I left out in the previous shots is you put one down here as well. So show you this elevated. Still not going to be too. So I mean, a few blocks range better. The more elevated, the better. But yeah, so another cool thing you can do with this little guy is, what can I replace? Let's replace stone for a bit. Is instead, so normally this is where the stone would go, right? So you can put a button there. TNT would go here, right? And one back here. But normally no TNT would go on top because it couldn't, because then your cannon will explode. Or yeah. But if you look very closely, oh god. See, that's one thing, you always gotta keep the lever turned off. But if you look closely, you're gonna notice something pretty cool. So the gravel mysteriously disappears, which is something with the game. But yeah, that's pretty much all the edits I got for this one. I could definitely maybe mess with the model. If you guys really want to see that, just comment below. But yeah, let's go on to the better one. Now this one, this was another one I think I found on Seth Playing. I'm gonna give him credit for this, but this was awesome. I was trying to make one before that was really similar to this. I just didn't think of the redstone torches. And it's like something clicked on in my mind when I watched this video. I was actually like disappointed I didn't think of this, because I was just building layers and layers of redstone repeaters, and I could get a 3 or 4 cannon. If you guys really want to see that, comment again, but it's not nearly as good as this, because this shoots 5 and doesn't consume as much redstone. So let's get started with this. Let me show you how this one works. This he called the penetrator. Now this would be better if I could show you this on a redstone ready world, and I wish this is just a normal flatland world with that very few layers, but whatever. So click those on and click those on. So yeah, it made a huge gap. I've shot this maybe 4 times, but normally this would be so deep, it's crazy. So yeah, I just love this cannon. It has good range and everything. This is how you dominate a base, with this cannon. And actually, instead of explaining the video, he didn't show how he made it. He gave a good idea. He gave a nice panorama of it, but I mean, yeah. So I'm just gonna show you to make it. So let's change this back to stone. And yeah, so we're gonna start off with that simple pattern that we almost always use. 2 lines of 10. Most cannons use this. Okay. Then we go to the front and put some water. Then we go to the right side, put a block, then redstone all the way to the end. Then a slab at the front. So it should look like this right now. And the reason why you can have redstone all the way in my previous tutorials, that's a big no-no, is because this would, if there was actually TNT here when we started, this would set off that cannon will explode. But normally the TNT starts up here, so when this goes through, no TNT's here, so it won't set off anything but the TNT inside the water. So yeah, now that you have that, you want to go to the right side and add a little thing like this. So then go all the way to the end, leaving 1 block like that. Put a redstone torch and redstone all the way to the end. Now if I'm correct, yes, okay. So now you want to put a block like this. Now this is where the repetition starts. You just put a torch back here. It should be off, okay. Now just keep doing this until you get to the top. Now you may be thinking, why can't you just build this all the way up so it shoots like 1,000,000 shots? I think you can go 1 more up in this. Now I'm gonna take a risk. Why not? And I think you can. What did I do here? And then okay. So I'm gonna take a risk on this, and try this. But this has to be timed perfectly for it to work, because I mean TNT takes time to fall. So this may blow up everything. Maybe not. But I have blew up this cannon before with testing things like this, but sure. So before we're shooting 5 shots. This is a 6er. So can we do this? So it looks like we had general time, but it did explode in the air. That's because I didn't have time. I had to immediately press the other button, or else they would have not had time to fall. So anyways, I would stick to a nice clean 5. So going back to here, we just want to keep up this nice pattern until we get to the top. I'll show you how high that is in a moment. So you are pretty much counting how many turned off torches there are. So every level is good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna go up, I think, 1 more maybe? No, 2 more. So we put 1 there, 1 back here. So now we've reached 5 turned off torches. Then what you're gonna want to do, put 1 more like that and keep it empty. So that's on 6. I'm just gonna scroll that out so it doesn't distract me. So now you've got that repetition part done. Pretty simple if you can't tell. That's just gonna be turning, setting the TNT on. But yeah, now we just gotta do a little bit more repetition. So put 1 block in the middle like that, build around it. So you'll have a hole, just keep doing that. You can do this a bunch of ways. I'm just doing it so I can get it done faster. All right, now we've reached the top and we're pretty much done. Well, we are done. So that's how you make this cannon, guys. Let me show you that it works. Oh, didn't put the buttons. So you put a button here, button there. Pretty simple stuff. Go to the front. So this, and if you were to do this on single player or multiplayer, like not on creative mode, you'd probably want to build a ladder here, an easy reload ladder. So this should work. Oh, I left a little too much time there. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works, guys. And normally, these would kind of destroy a wall here. Now, this may not look like significant damage, but it really is. You would have a wall here that is shooting out, and this would just dominate the wall. So anyways, I'm sorry for this very long video. I hope you enjoyed it, though. My name is Shades2, and goodbye.